Hello guys, this is Insanity for AAA and we are gonna taking a look at the next PC game on our list, which is the Division beta. Just got released today. I downloaded it, I just started it up, set every setting to the max available because I wanted to see how this game is running on my 980 Ti. With Ubisoft it's always a little bit difficult, to say the least, with those PC ports. I got Assassin's Creed Syndicate and I got glitches, I got bugs, I got performance dips, even with my overclocked GPU, so I was skeptical about this port, to say the least. So for a PC port we got a lot of knife options. Also for mouse, you can navigate all the menus with the mouse, which is rarely seen in any PC port. We got those video settings, traffic settings, audio settings, and everywhere you have a lot of customization. So for this is getting a big thumbs up from me. And if we look at the video settings, we got the usual suspects. We can get full screen, we can get resolution, we can get refresh rate, and there are also a lot of graphics settings, from VSync mode, which is nothing special. You can no frame rate limit, so you can get max FPS high as you want. The shadow quality, a lot of effects here, a lot of options for shadow quality. You can even enable the Nvidia PCSS Plus, the contact shadows. We got post FXAs, SMA, which is in my opinion the best as an anti-aliasing option. Temporal super sampling, which does a great job. This option, you can sharpen the image. It's also on Xbox One, but you need to be careful, because if you overdo it with this option, then you get artifacts and halos around edges. We have particle detail, the snow effects, volumetric fog, the reflection quality, which is set to medium, even if I selected ultra preset. Okay, that's a little bit odd. Local reflection quality very high, subsurface scattering, which made a lot of problems for me in Black Ops 3, but here it seems to be alright. Anisotropic filtering, parallax mapping, ambient occlusion, which can go as up to HBO+, depth of field, which I'm gonna disable, object detail, also not to the max, and chromatic aberration. So this is a little bit odd, because I took all those settings to the max, even here, this setting, then it said, then I applied, it said, yeah, I need to restart the game, and then those settings disabled again. So I think in this beta they are not available or something like that. As you can see, with all those settings to the max, I'm not getting really comfortable frame rates, even with my overclocked 980 Ti to 1.5 GHz. Some people it's maybe okay with this FPS, but for me, I'm accustomed to 144 Hz, so that's not really an option for me. And we will try setting this game to high with a few of custom settings, like I'm disabling this because I think with this I don't need this and I get a little bit of extra performance. I like 80 at this, luck at okay, and this can go to 16. The performance impact is not that great. I don't like depth of field, so we get rid of it, and we get rid of this cinematic effects. Now I need to restart the game, and we will look how high it looks on my PC. So now we are at high settings, and I encountered my first bug in the game. Normally I could operate the menus with my mouse, but it isn't working. I don't know why. I can press the buttons, but the mouse isn't working, and it's totally random. If I restart the game, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I hope it gets sorted out. I just want to check if it got all my settings right. This is always getting to auto, I don't know why, after restarting the game. Also this, re-enabled, don't know why. Also this, reset it. Let's look at the other settings. Also this, reset it. Depth of field, re-enabled. And this effect also re-enabled. Odd. Okay, let's try to apply it. No restart needed. Okay, so now we are rocking high settings. Let me just run straight to the outside so we can compare the performance and also the graphics a little better. FPS in a comfortable area. Not too many jaggies even without the SMAA. It's okay. I prefer frame rate over visuals, to be honest. Nice visuals are great, but after playing games like Counter-Strike on 144 Hz, everything below 75 Hz is just looking not that smoothly to me. So with those graphic settings, I think it's alright. A little bit of popping textures there. I need to observe this closer when I'm playing the game. Let's just look how the game looks if I re-enable the SMAA, because I can spot a little bit of jaggies there and what it does to my performance. So I re-enable this. I want to keep these settings, and it really doesn't do that much to the trees in distance, which you can observe here. Or maybe a bit. Not worth it, in my opinion. So I'm gonna disable it again. And next, we are looking at my laptop with the 960M and have a look how this game runs on low-end hardware, because I know a lot of people are rocking low-end hardware like the 750 Ti, and it always interests me how a port is scalable across multiple systems. So yeah, let's take a look. I'm sorry guys, I can't show you any footage from my laptop because the game refused to start. I don't know what's the cause, if it's the beta, if it's Uplay, if it's Windows, if it's a mixture of everything. It's PC voodoo, you know. I tried everything, every fix that came to my mind, and nothing worked. So maybe they will have a fix in the forums for me when the beta is still going on, and then I can upload some laptop footage. So I played around 4 hours on my GTX 980 Ti. And I gotta say, that game ran really smoothly, and also the visuals are, for the most part, really nice. Which really surprised me, because this is obviously a Ubisoft game, and yeah, Assassin's Creed Syndicate wasn't the best looking and also not the best running game on my machine. Sometimes my FPS dipped to low 50s when there was a lot of action going on, a lot of enemies on the screen, and something like that, but most of the time they were hovering around 75, which is totally acceptable for me, and the high pres is also really nice looking. Which I noticed is that my CPU usage was quite heavy. I got like 80 to 90% CPU usage times with my overclocked 4790K, which is, I don't know what people with lower CPUs might experience if they get stuttering. But with this CPU I could play it smoothly, but keep in mind that I got 80% CPU usage, and it's quite heavy on the CPU. What I disliked is that there is some texture popping, and I really don't like it, and I think it's really not necessary on today's PCs. And also there are 30 FPS animations for characters, and also sometimes for stuff like animals. I noticed crows in the game, and you walk by and they fly away, and they just look laggy to me because they are in 30 FPS. I bet they ported it over from the Xbox One or the PS4 version and didn't bother to translate the animations of those things into the higher FPS engine. I don't know, I think it's really immersion breaking sometimes for me, because I noticed those little things. But the sound mix I really liked. When you are in a room, you really feel like you're shooting in a room, and you hear people's screams. Really nice. And the best part I gotta say about this port is the great mouse and keyboard support. The menus are super nice and super easy to maneuver with the mouse and the keyboard. Also, the layout is really nice, and you can adjust so many things. Obviously, the best part about this game is the customization. Not only the great mouse and keyboard support, but also the HUD. You can support the HUD, customize it. You can have 2 screen support, where you can drag the HUD or the parts of the HUD to the second screen and stuff like that. So they really thought about everything. So all in all, I gotta say, I gifted this game and this PC port a thumbs up from a technical perspective. It has some issues which can be fixed. I hope they will. Don't think they will fix the 30 FPS animation thingy, but I can get over it. It's a small annoyance, and when you're really into the game, then you don't notice it anyway. So stay touched for my review about the game. Gameplay wise, I will tell you how I liked it and if I will get it, and if I had any fun with the game. Well, that's the most important thing, that you have fun with the game. So goodbye and see you guys next time.
Warning. Additional hostiles incoming. Warning. Additional hostiles incoming. Got the medic safely across.